Katie Nat, rocking the scene with you in no flicks from the 90s. So keen, the VHS Club, they're the talk of the town. Breaking it down, spreading nostalgia all around. Moving and grooving to the synth-pop sound. Their insights so fresh, painting pictures profound. From Pulp Fiction to Clueless, they know it all. The genuine love for movies stands tall. Unfolding memories on that VHS screen, talking about classics like you've never seen. Katie with her charm, Matt with that wit. Together they make the VHS Club legit.
Welcome to the VHS Club. And happy Thursday and happy we wish we were watching the hockey game, but we're hanging out here with you day. And we have all of our favorite people on. So get ready. It's going to be a little bit chaotic. We're likely going to talk over each other. We're going to go on side quests. It's going to be wild. Welcome to our friends. Hey, Nat. Hey, team
Hello.
from If These Balls Can Talk. We're so excited everyone's here.
Hello.
Hey, ladies.
Is everyone ready for sports ball movie talk? Everyone ready for some sports ball movie talk?
Always.
So
ready.
Many side quests.
Many
All the side quests.
All the
All the
side
side
quests.
That just sounds like one of our regular episodes.
Exactly.
We are the king of tangents.
Perfect.
We are.
Well, safe space.
King tangent.
Safe space here. The whole crew is hanging out with us. I asked on my and the VHS Club social media what everyone's favorite sports movie was, and I got way more. I figured people were like me and they were like, sports movies are good, and people had very strong opinions. So it was kind of fun to see. There were a lot of Mighty Ducks. There were some Rudies.
Obviously.
There was a ton
Quack.
of League of Their Own. So we are here. Among
Oh.
good people.
I was shocked that I was the only person who said Hoosiers.
Yeah, Hoosiers.
I
yeah.
have not seen that one.
There were a lot I hadn't seen or heard of. Cutting
Gene
Edge
Hackman.
made the list.
Hackman.
I'm always up for a good Gene Hackman movie.
Yeah.
Why have I not
course.
seen this?
Of course.
I not to age us, but to age us, Slapshot,
Slapshot.
Oh,
Slapshot
yeah.
made the list. So yeah, there were
Les Gars, which is a very Canadian centric movie,
Yeah,
but about
see,
hockey as well.
that one wasn't
Les
on the
Gars
list,
was
Nat. You weren't there. You
Can I
weren't
give a
there.
shout out to an obscure one, but it's one of my personal favorites.
Go for it.
Running,
Pete.
Running
That's it.
Brave, the story about the half Native American, half white distance runner who was in the military or trained in the military and was the first U.S. person and probably the last to win the 10,000 meters in the Olympics, I think it was.
Jeez.
In
Pete, what's the
1964.
running movie where they do? Dun, 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 dun. What is that from? My brain just shut off.
It's
Someone
timeless
search
now.
it. Someone search it. Yeah, no, I couldn't answer.
Yeah.
any
I don't
of
think
those
that's from a
questions.
movie. I
It
want to
definitely
say
is.
it was from a TV show, but I could be wrong.
Well, I have to kick off tonight's episode, and then I will pass it along to Nat for a brief description of what this one is like. But speaking of exactly what John just said, I did not realize that there's no crying in baseball literally comes from this movie. Like I was like, oh, that's just always has existed. That's just like a forever thing people say. But apparently that's not the case. That actually
Comes from
started in
1992.
In this
I
movie.
think being older is cool because we watched movies that have influenced the current zeitgeist, like
Yeah.
the current pop culture scene. and we saw them when they came out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
I
there's
say
a
it
lot
often.
that we say all the time that are from movies.
Yeah.
I say it
Especially sports
often
movies.
nowadays. Like younger generations nowadays are not downward compatible, so they have no reference point. Like they say these things and they think they've invented it, like they're Christopher Columbus.
Yeah.
except that it does come from things. It comes from pop culture moments in the past. And
And
we
I
had the
consulted our
privilege.
research department. That song is from Chariots of Fire. Which
Yeah.
Yes.
See?
Mhm.
Heather,
Oh,
was,
that-
Heather was with you on
You
it. She was
say
like,
it, I'm like,
Chariots of Fire. And Paul was
Sports
just typing it. Everyone in the live chat was, as usual, was just screaming at our inability to remember anything.
Your
but-
listeners are so smart.
Yeah, you know what?
I know
They're-
we love them.
They're here.
Awesome.
Heather says and vacation. So it's you got it. It's in both.
Facts.
It's facts. It's in
Facts.
both. Of course, now you're just gonna make me want to watch Vacation again because we all know how much I love those movies. But no, we're gonna stay real. So I
This side quest showed up quick.
this side
Like,
it's fast.
why is there water on the carpet, Todd?
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, before we get side quested, Nat, what is this movie about? We're talking A League of Their Own, 90s classic, one of the best sports movies of all time. Break it down.
One of my favorites. It is about World War II.
Yep.
It's about North America in World War II and how, because a lot of the men were off at war, women were taking place in jobs in factories and in sports. So they started a women's baseball league to replace the fact that there were most of the male players were off at war. And it's about the trials and tribulations of women in sports and being in a world war and all the emotional trauma, and that's it. That's all I got.
All right, Mark, fact check
Emotional
that.
trauma.
How accurate is that description?
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, keep in mind a lot of men were being recruited for the army in order to go over
Yeah.
for World War II. So I mean, it wasn't just baseball. I mean, Rosie River was a thing back then. They wanted women to go into the factories and do all the men's
Women
jobs.
finally
and all
got
the
to
men
show
were
up,
away.
but only for a
And I
brief period of time.
I think that baseball was a really interesting section of this because it was news that Lou Gehrig went to war and
Yeah.
you know Mickey Mantle and I mean all the people
In their
who-
prime, baseball
in their-
players were leaving in their prime to go
yeah.
fight in the war.
Yeah.
right, and it was a little advertising, but also these were like manly men, and they were like, "We're gonna do our part."
Manly
so,
men,
course.
yeah.
I love the little news,
yes,
the
Paul,
newscaster
definitely.
segment part of the movie where they try to explain it as if you were.
There was
reading
real
it in
footage. That was real
1943.
footage, by the
Was
way.
it really?
When they showed it in the video. Yeah.
Oh,
Or
that's
the movie, excuse
fantastic.
me.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of sports,
Much
I do need to sidetrack us. I need to sidetrack us because we did agree that we were going to do Wheel of Wonder. So we need to jump over into
Oh yes.
and do
Before
Wheel of Wonder
before we unsidetrack us.
before we jump too much into the movie. So, and you can all play along here if you are watching from home. We're going to do, if you swing on over to iftheseballscouldtalkpod.com, you can play this game anytime. It's under the warm up your
can.
balls section, but we're going to
Yeah.
warm
And
up
so
our
we're
balls.
for anybody who doesn't know, we do update this wheel weekly to go with the show, with themes of the show, and with the guests on the show. And so this one, I think, was made by Mark specifically for you guys.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're ready. We'll see if I can read
And
this.
thank
or
you
make
for
this
scrolling that
bigger.
picture. Thank you for scrolling that hero picture down. We appreciate it.
We saw the
All
picture.
right. Woo,
yeah, we
this picture
apologize
is
for if these
big.
We
balls
don't
could talk
apologize.
sniffer
Just
exposure.
we don't want to keep them up there.
It may not be 100% real, but it's an awesome picture.
All
I
right, so
had to
this
add
is going to give us
myself
a
in.
topic, right, team? So this is going to be a topic for us to quickly discuss. All right,
Yes.
Correct.
We're intentionally side questing here. We're spinning the wheel. Ready? Sound effects. All right, for those of you who are blind like me, it says, "What do you miss about being a kid?" Flawless topic. All right, Pete, over to you first. What do you miss about being a kid?
Man, I think just having time to be able to do whatever, right? Go to a friend's house, ride your bike up and down the street, play a street hockey game, to get out all of my frustrations about the current hockey game that's going on.
What frustration?
Just gonna
I think the
slip that
game's
in there.
going great.
Yeah, you are. I'm not.
So if you're not up in the hockey, New York versus Montreal is happening right now. So
Pretty intense.
We're not at all
Yeah.
competitive.
Series tied at 2. These teams
Buffalo
were tied in the
versus
regular
Montreal.
season. They're
Buffalo.
tied in the playoffs. It's 5
It's-
goals in
it's
the
a
first.
Pete, I'm a
great
little disappointed you're not
series.
wearing a Sabres sweater right now. You're
Yeah,
wearing,
no-
you're
No,
wearing
I-
your Bills hoodie.
Everyone is being good. See, Nat was going to put
your
on her
fault, Pete.
Habs jersey.
I did not
Everyone's-
aggressively put on my Habs jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are stress free. Heather is with us. We are stress free today.
Stress
Okay,
free.
There we go.
Mark, over to you.
So-
What do you miss about being
Yeah.
a kid?
I mean, it's a lot of the same lines as what Pete said. I mean, just your only job was being a kid, and you
Mhm.
didn't really have any responsibility. You could do. I mean, back in our day, we could do whatever we want. There's a little bit more rules now with what kids have to go through. But,
True.
I mean, it just being able to essentially do whatever you wanted and whatnot, and just, I don't know, just it's because it's really tough adulting.
Yeah,
It's
it is
tough.
really tough adulting.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
missed
cool.
riding
We're not here for it.
BMX bikes into the
Riding
woods and not
bikes
seeing
into the
anybody for
woods.
4 hours.
Just gone. Yeah,
Yep.
That's
absolutely.
like the ultimate like 80s and 90s thing
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
but if you're not
BMX
back in
bike
time for
into the
dinner, you're
woods.
in deep doo doo. Can
Yeah.
we swear in this? I forget.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yes.
can swear.
Okay, we're in deep
We do.
shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
John, what about you?
That was a weird
Bikes?
swear, Pete.
That
I
was
gotta
weird.
tell you, buddy. It was a
It
weird
was a
swear.
dad
I
swear.
think
That
doo-doo
a
was
dad
worse
swear,
than
yeah.
shit.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna
had
actually
to
take
cover
the
my
question
bases.
seriously.
Bring it.
I actually miss baseball.
Aw.
Yes.
And I
Mm.
think watching this movie was really interesting for me because it is a very baseball centric movie, and it makes you. I said it right away. I was like, "This feels like baseball."
Yeah.
So for the last since probably college, and Mark and Pete and I are a little far out of college, but since college, Mark, myself, and our friend Jeff would try to go to 3 baseball games a year. On each of our different stadiums from our fandoms, the
Yep.
Mets, the Red Sox, and the Yankees. And last year was the first year we actually got it done. We did a lot of 2s. We spent a lot of time doing 2s, and then we spent a lot of time not doing it. And so Mark and I, we call last year our year of yes. We did a lot of cool shit. So
Love
we
it.
went to all our
We did.
baseball games. We went to a playoff game. We went to
I saw
Monday
John
Night
a lot
Football.
last year.
Saw me a lot last year.
I probably saw more last year than I did in like the last 5 years
A
combined.
year of yes
So,
is a brilliant idea. We all need a year of yes.
All I need a year of yes. But yeah, I think baseball's my answer.
I
I
love
do
it.
On
miss
those
the
lines.
expos. Being from
We were just
Montreal,
talking about
like,
that last week.
their last season in Montreal, I went to every single home game.
Aw.
And because there was not a lot of ticket sales at the time, it's like you buy a nosebleed and then you could just walk right up to the bench and sit there. Like, it was fantastic. And it was one of the best seasons that they had too. And it's devastating. And we hope one day they come back. But maybe not to the same
And
stadium.
then what's
though,
going
'cause
on with
it's
that
still
stadium
falling
now,
down.
Nat?
It's used for all sorts of things. When we have weather, being in Canada, the soccer football matches are played inside. Soccer and football being the same sport, not American style football.
Yes.
So our soccer team will play indoors if the weather is bad, because we have like a typical soccer stadium, which is outdoors, except it's Canada and it precipitates all the time. So it,
It's a backup.
like,
Canada,
yeah. So like you
where
have
it
the
snows
time.
in June.
Yes.
Really. It's
The
The last time I
it's-
was in Canada, we went out to take pictures on Mount Royal, and
Yeah.
it was foggy, and you couldn't see 4 feet in front of your face. It was amazing.
Aw, sad
Aw,
face.
Yes. That's pretty normal. Again,
And then
precipitates all the time on the
The
tiny
most
island.
surreal thing happened. You heard the clump of horses loud, and then
Crazy.
2 mounted police come out of the shadows. They're like, "Hey, folks, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're just trying to take a picture."
We're failing
It's
at
like
taking
not-
pictures.
Failing to taking pictures.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. Some great answers coming from our awesome live studio audience. Kathy says she misses
Thanks.
playing outside, riding bikes, double dutch, jacks.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome.
Chalk, marbles. I'll add to that list.
Marbles. I miss
Paul
Katie and I.
doesn't want to pay
we
bills.
yeah, that too.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Katie and I we had this old wood wagon with a red
Yeah.
handle and red wheels, and the like death-defying shit we played with this wagon, and now we're still alive and didn't break anything. Miracle. Miss that.
Yeah.
So you two lived all those Calvin and Hobbes comics.
We
where they
really
would go
did.
We did.
rocketing down some wooded path in the wagon.
Absolutely.
Or on
I love it.
sleds, or on skates, or out in skis. We did all the crazy
Yeah.
stuff. I'm with Paul on this one. Not having to go grocery shopping, just sliding up to the
Oh
table.
God.
Yeah, or grabbing all the snacks. Now I'm like on the other side, and I'm like, dear Lord, we spent hundreds of dollars in snacks.
Right.
Where are the snacks going? Why are the snacks gone all the time?
I know.
Check your
Yeah.
teenagers.
Snacks
Check
are the best.
teenagers, yeah.
I will say though, for us now on the other side of things with our own kids, I just have a toddler now, but I'm really looking forward to kind of reliving my childhood through
is
him.
awesome.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure that that's got to be super exciting once
It
they're old
is.
enough to really.
It's the
do
actual
adventures.
best.
It's the actual best, yeah. It's almost as fun when they think you're completely ridiculous because of the I'm just fully leaning into that now. Like every one of these movies that I have played for my 11 and 14-year-old, they're like, huh, so this was good when you were a kid.
Oh
And
no.
I almost enjoy that moment
I
as
gotta
much
tell you, a
as-
thing I've noticed about
Oh,
old
yeah.
movies, especially ones about women, is that guys were really misrepresented for a really long time.
Oh, my
Having a
gosh.
13-year-old daughter and
Yeah.
watching these movies, I'm just like, why is the super spy whining? What is happening? It makes me so mad.
Yeah, they're just supposed to be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Hi to Val and hi to George, who
Hi,
is
Val.
perfect emojis. No crying in baseball. No crying in baseball. I love it. All right, well,
It's true. Oh.
quick.
Used to play baseball, and when I would get called up to the older team for as a sub, believe me, like the cigarettes, the eye scratching, the tripping, the punching, anything that they could get away with without the refs or the umpire seeing, it was in fucking sane. Women in baseball was vicious, and it was like a whole other league of sport.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, well, Nat, over to you for first question, since you're way better at this than me. We always ask, what was your first memory of this movie? Do you remember the first time you saw it? We all know I don't. I know I have no memory left whatsoever. So over
Katie
to
never
you
does.
for my memory. when did we first watch this, Nat? tell
In
me.
the
you a goldfish?
90s.
In the 90s.
Definitely, I think it was an at home. Like I didn't see it in theaters.
Yeah.
Saw it rented,
No checks.
and definitely was a family movie night. And it definitely resonated with me because I was playing baseball at the time.
Yeah.
Though the whole like the girls, they do the round the world pitch. I'm like, we were not allowed to do that because that was considered cheating in fastball. So yeah, and one thing that always sat with me was at the end when they rush the catcher. I played catcher, so feels when they rushed her and injured her and she dropped the ball. I'm like, that's illegal. They would have lost. Like that wouldn't have counted.
Can't block the
Like,
plate though.
you're out. Like,
You could back then.
maybe, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they might have
but
tried to do the exact same
not in my
rules.
day.
Yeah,
As
that's
MLB at the
the
time.
rule, that you have to give them room to slide.
Okay. All right.
You could give them room to slide, but you can't like purposely take the catcher out, which has
Well,
happened.
that's what Kit said. Kit said,
Yeah.
you're blocking the plate. What was I supposed to do?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know
So I
enough
have
about
wild-
baseball to have
I have a
say.
wild question, and
Go
I
for it.
thought that they addressed this in the movie. But do you think Dottie dropped the ball on purpose because Kit needed to win more? Because Dottie's never dropped a ball before.
She totally did.
I think she totally did,
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
yeah.
When I first saw the movie, I thought so, but the
Hot
more and
take.
more I've seen this movie, I don't think she dropped it on purpose.
I literally
But they
looked
showed
at
her
Jamie and
not-
I was like, oh, she dropped it on purpose. And then they like resolved the rest of the movie and they
Yeah.
didn't discuss it at all. And that was my
No.
memory, that she dropped it on purpose.
They specifically showed her not dropping it in a very similar situation not too far back
Yeah.
in the movie.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did kind of
So
have
that's
a
why I thought
foreshadowed
it was
moment.
kind of that was a setup for this, showing her
Dropping
kind of
it.
saying, "This is my moment to get out."
Well, I
To-
think
to
if they
give-
were gonna set it up like she dropped it on purpose, they would have had another kind of shot of her like smiling or.
And then I mean,
something like
why
that.
Maybe.
did she? Why did they?
It could have been editing.
Why did they give us a shot
have
where
been.
she definitely clocks how upset Kit is a half an inning before she clocks it, and they show
Yeah.
us that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she dropped it on purpose. I feel like the older sibling syndrome played a lot in this movie.
Yeah, as an older
Trigger warning
sibling.
for older
This
siblings.
was
But
triggering
also,
for me. Yeah.
there are many moments in this
She-
film where Dottie
to-
doesn't really care about
Yeah, she
baseball.
made it clear about that multiple times.
Is it that she doesn't care,
No,
or
she
that she had
cares.
to dull her shine?
Yeah.
She had to
Yeah.
dull her shine for
She
everybody
cared.
else to feel better. She cared. She just convinced herself that she didn't care.
Mhm.
She said that
Well,
to make
that's
other people feel
The
better.
payoff, right?
Yeah.
Old Dottie in the end, that's the payoff that maybe she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting because she clearly she cares about baseball, but she also cares about her sister. She cares
Yeah,
about
she loves her sister.
her husband. So she is sort of battling, like, whereas I feel like a lot of the other characters, baseball is life, like, and it clearly will be really difficult for
Football
them
is
to
life.
Yeah, right. It would be difficult for them to
Yes.
figure out like what to do after
We know
that.
baseball.
And so
She never put herself first, though.
she doesn't.
And we
you're
get that
like,
right off from the beginning.
Yeah.
She doesn't.
Can I
put
ask you
herself
guys a
first.
question that obviously Pete, Mark, and I can't resonate with? Is that a
Sure.
very stereotypical female struggle? I mean, I know it
Yes.
is, but how does
Yes.
that come from in your guys' perspective?
100%.
Yeah.
Especially an older sister. Like the older sister syndrome or older sibling syndrome. It's very much that. You always put... And I don't know what it is. Like, our society just teaches you that that's what you're supposed to do. Which
Yeah.
a lot in this movie is about, like, how our society
then?
teaches women to be. Back then, I wish we could just say it was back then. Like,
I'm not going to say that at all.
Unfortunately, a
Like
lot
it's really
of
far
shit's creeping back
far ago, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of shit's creeping back up. And like honestly, watching some of this and like the struggles that are put on to women in sports or in general, I was like, I'm feeling some kind of rage right now, but it's okay. It's just a movie.
Yeah, there were a few moments. The moment where the father apologizes for how his daughter looks and says that it's his fault.
Yeah, that
was
that actually
gut-wrenching.
struck a nerve with
Yeah,
me, man.
I was very
Yeah.
bothered, but like I don't. As
Oh, I
just-
wanted
as
to
I
hurt
said,
him.
I actually have no
Well-
memory of when I first saw this, but so it was like watching it for the first time. I remember like
Yeah.
moments, but not the entire time through. So like that moment, I was like, because he's such a like good dad, and it's just such a
Yeah.
garbage
Yeah.
thing. Like it just
I think
made
that's
me
what made it
such a
that's what
garbage
made it so
throwaway
much
line.
worse is that he didn't. I don't think he thought he was doing anything wrong.
I
Oh,
don't
he
think-
wasn't.
Just-
At the,
I don't think
he wasn't at the time.
doing anything
He
wrong.
said,
like,
No, but
it was
but
a
If she was a boy, I'd be in New York speaking to the
right.
Yankees.
It's
Yeah.
just it just shows you how far backwards things were
but it
I
was
in
love-
that
almost
time period.
like being trapped in the reality of the time at like it where it's
Yeah.
like I don't think anything he said was wrong. It was just sad. Like it was this awareness
yeah,
of like
Yeah, he was
this
trying to
would
sell
have
his
been-
daughter
Yeah.
to this league and whatnot. And
Right.
they said this John Lovett's a scout. They were looking for, as he put, dolls.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
wanted pretty girls
Yeah.
that men would walk or want look at, and
Yep.
they would want to see them play.
Yeah, they didn't
Yep.
care as much about the baseball.
They didn't care how good they were.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted them to
But
look
that
cute.
product
Yeah.
didn't really sell the league because they had that product for however many months the first act of the movie
Right.
is.
Nobody was coming
Um,
to games.
Yeah.
And they
until-
sold the league because it was reasonable, pretty good baseball, right?
Well, yeah,
And
yeah.
once they started showing off all the flashy plays that they were doing, and like, oh shit, these girls can really play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when the stand started filling up. Yep.
I mean, I guess the flip side of that moment that was redeeming was the like nearer to the end of the movie when they were like the whole stadium was filled with fans and like and
Yeah.
the reality of the war ending and this impending change coming. I did love that whole conversation of like, no, like they're good and you should continue having this league play. And the argument
Yeah.
and sort of the defense of someone who his entire job had been to like sell it, to put like, you know, to put lipstick on it, parade it out and sell it. And instead, like they were able to change his mind through just incredible baseball. And so like that flip side made me feel better.
So the All-American
I
Girls
guess.
Professional
Question
Baseball
mark.
League, and I had to look this up, went
Yeah.
for 12 years after 1943,
Yeah.
from 1943 to
Stopped in
1945.
1956.
Yeah.
Which was actually pretty incredible that it ran that long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
This is and this is a time and baseball's gone through a lot of lifetimes, but this is a time where baseball was pretty legendary, honestly, in the American infrastructure. This was the prime Yankee teams.
Yep.
This was
All the
Gehrig and
famous,
Mantle.
yeah, exactly, memorable
all the
players.
ones you know,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
We're playing ball at this time. So for them to last for 12 years is just incredible. And so I had an ulterior motive suggesting this movie to you guys. This is the inaugural year of the WPBL, the Women's Professional Baseball League. In 2026, there's going to be 4 teams,
I love it.
which is clearly not enough, but they had their first draft.
It's a start.
Did they not have at least 6 teams? Like, what the? Anyway.
I mean,
and also, why is it?
Unless they were trying to recreate the Women's Baseball League from this.
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
only
that's
had
true.
4.
Yeah.
But also, why is it starting in August when baseball starts in March?
Yeah, that is weird.
Why is it starting in August?
Well, it's gonna.
Anyway.
So that the
Major League
babes wear
Baseball has
skirts.
162
Full season?
games, and they're gonna have significantly less than that.
Yeah.
Well, if there's only 4 teams, I guess that'd be a little nuts.
There's not a lot they can do but do exhibition games, but I think that's enough. I mean,
okay, it's a
one
start.
of the biggest
I'd
rowing
go.
sports right now, and they're selling out stadiums, is banana ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Banana
Oh,
ball
yeah.
is absolutely monstrous. There's women that play banana ball. There's men on stilts that play banana ball.
Everyone can play banana ball.
Everyone plays banana ball, and I think it just needs a little fire. Unfortunately, the WNBA went for 30 years until now when it hit, and I think that the world is a little more prepared. For this to have traction, if people.
Yeah, we also have social media now, so women
exactly.
can. There's a lot of self-reporting now, which is policymakers tend to have a problem.
Well, I
with
say
that,
this on our
but-
show all the time, and in kind of the circle of NIL and college sports. But I think the women who play college sports who make a lot of money are much better at the social media aspect than the men, and they get better sponsorship. I mean, they don't get necessarily bigger, but they get more. They get a lot of sponsorship deals. Most of their pay before they got paid this year comes from sponsorship. So I mean, I think
there's a lot of work that goes into sponsorship, and it's a bit of a dark underbelly of athleticism, and it's kind of really sad, right? But it is important, and women do hustle that a lot because they don't have a choice.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, this fun fact makes me die of laughter. So John Lovitz was so into one scene that he didn't notice a cow giving birth off camera while filming. The farm named the cow after Marshall. That's
true.
awesome.
That's true.
That's so cool.
John Lovitz steals the show right from the beginning. It was
How
that moment
can
of
we get
like,
a Paul? I want a Paul for our show. Can you find us a Paul?
you can't have Paul. You can borrow
yeah.
Paul.
Paul is
here and there.
ours. Leave our Paul alone.
I want a Paul.
Paul is
Oh,
the
do I
best.
work overtime? No, I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
exactly. You need you need
Actually,
a fact.
I have an
also
interesting fact.
record on
I have an
Thursdays.
interesting fact of something that we
Yes.
spoke about a little earlier about there's no crying in baseball.
Yeah.
According to my research department, that line was actually improvised.
Oh my
Really?
goodness. That actually makes it even
Go
better.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
incredible.
Tom Hanks
One thing,
for the win in this. Like he
Yes.
normally plays, and I know not every time because he's a brilliant actor,
exactly.
but he normally plays like the nicest possible guy. And you're like, okay,
Yeah.
obviously because Tom Hanks. This one, he is not even kind of likable until at least, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through
Three-quarters.
this film. And yet
Yeah.
he does such an incredible job with it. Like he's so believable and like cringy and awful at like it. Yeah, he just, I don't know. I loved him even more
the
for
monologue
being
to
not
Dottie
him.
about her actually loving baseball and
Yeah.
baseball getting to your soul, that resonates with people.
Oh,
who love
yeah.
baseball.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was just thinking, like,
his entire character, like from start to finish, even still, like, even though he's awful, you get it, even if you're not a sports fan. Like there's this idea of like he fell from grace, and here's this person that people still expect something of, but in a very different way from the reality. And it's just so sad and hard to watch, and yet happens so often, whether it's sports or any kind of fame, right? Like any, child actors, like all of it. It happens to people all the time. So I thought he
Still
did a really
happens
great
to
job.
this day too. Like it's
Mhm.
it's a tale as old as time in
Yep.
a lot of respects.
Well, to
There are
find
a-
out that he can't go to war because he lost all the cartilage in his knees, which means he was forced to retire against his will
Yeah.
because he has no cartilage in his knees, which obviously he was self-medicating with alcoholism. And it's so tragic, but such like a common story
Mhm.
that, his character was really strong and very well portrayed. And I liked how they slowly sort of developed his character throughout the movie.
Yeah, it was nice to see that. What I realized too, he hadn't. I mean, yes, he had done a decent amount of stuff before that. I was just looking at his filmography.
Yeah,
Okay,
it was
he was in some
earlier
pretty big
days,
stuff already, but
yeah.
This was before Apollo
Sleepless in
13
Seattle,
and Forrest Gump.
Philadelphia, right? Forrest Gump. Yep.
It's nice
God,
too that
Forrest Gump's a
like
good movie.
I mean, this was so this movie was directed by Penny Marshall, so there some of it is that it was a woman director. But I do love that excuse me, that his character also doesn't have a romantic relationship with Geena Davis's character. Like it had
Right.
that
Oh, yeah,
it had
yes.
that
That was a big
possibility
relief.
and opportunity, and yet he just cares about the baseball and about her being her best self. And I just thought like those moments and like even that final scene where she like finally introduces her husband to him like is just like perfect,
Pullman.
exactly what it
Yes.
needed to be. Like this movie did not need a romance. It did not need like, but which I feel like sports movies sometimes end up just feeling like they have to add that in to like get a bigger audience or, you know, pull more people in. And I was just really grateful that
Hey,
this
I
movie
really
didn't
liked
have
Tin
that.
Cup.
Yeah.
The huge mutual respect and friendship though
Yeah.
that grew between him and Geena Davis's character was
Him
that's what
respecting
got me.
her.
Right. It, like the,
Yeah,
the
that was a
scene
big
where
thing.
they're sitting next to each other on the bus. Like I just
Yeah.
thought that was really cool.
Well, at the end, he calls her a ball player. You're a ball player.
She is.
Yeah.
Um,
I
But he
really thought you
respects
were a
her
ball
as
player.
an athlete.
Ball
Yep,
players.
as a
ball players do
contemporary.
use chew, right?
Oh, yeah, he offered her
a lot
that.
of
He's like,
ball players
"Everybody's
do
doing it."
this.
That was funny.
And
I don't think he actually ever called her a ball player.
He did.
was on the
He did?
verge. No. He said, "I really thought you were a ball player."
Well, and he said a
He
lot
did
of
say
ball
you're the
players.
best in the
Okay.
league.
And
do
he also
this.
said when we gave her the chew, it's like some ball players use this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's-
Okay.
I don't think he ever called her a ball player though.
he couldn't say it,
implied.
but he was definitely inferring
felt
it.
it.
And
He
we
wanted to say
know,
it.
as the audience, that the
He
only reason he got
respected her
into
as
the
an
team
actual athlete.
was to
Absolutely.
realize that they're all ball players.
Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah,
need
once
to
he
mention.
woke up, realized what the hell was going on in front of his own eyes.
It's true. I need to mention that rewatching this, I think it's fucking insane that we all were fed the line that Rosie O'Donnell was fat.
Yeah. What
Because she was
hell?
not.
Oh, I know.
She was not.
I'm like, she's a size 8 and the others are a size 2. Like, what the
Right.
fuck? Like,
Yeah,
she's
when she sit next to a
normal size,
Madonna, then I guess maybe, but
But, like,
Madonna with a
barely.
stick then.
I know.
Yeah.
barely.
But
I'm
barely.
like, that's crazy. Rewatching this, I'm like, Rosie O'Donnell was not overweight. She was just normal size. And like at that, she is still petite. Like, oh my God. That was
Oh.
crazy.
Yes, Susan is saying that the scene where they're both chewing is absolutely hilarious. They're bonded in all of that, which
Yes,
is so
yes.
true. I also love the scene between the two of them where they're fighting over who's in charge and like all of the like to
Yeah.
someone that
The
is
call
not a
signs.
baseball
Signs.
person,
The
all
call
the
signs,
call
yeah.
signs are so
That was
crazy
hilarious.
that I just the determination in both of their eyes, like she's not backing down, he's not backing down, and the poor player out there is just like,
Yeah,
what
it's
do I do?
Forward,
Stepping in and
back,
out.
forward, back.
Yeah.
Where am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah, there's some fabulous scenes between the two of them. I mean, every actor in this like plays it so brilliant. Like there's not a bad actor or a bad role in this entire movie, which is why it has such a it has been such a force for so many years. Like I think is really not just the incredible acting from the leads, but like
Melanie, my
All the way
wife,
through.
she goes when we're watching it, she's like, "Wow, Lori Petty was so pretty." Lori Petty was wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we forget that she was a real legitimate actor before she went crazy, right?
She was a real legitimate actor. Yeah.
Yes. She's
Right.
very good.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Katie was messaging me. She's like, I really like, I have a beef with Kit. I hate Kit's character.
I
She's
know.
like, I don't
straight
even
up
want
hate
her
Kate
in
the
this.
entire movie.
And
I
I'm
just
like,
don't
but
like her.
that it just goes to show how good of an actor
Yeah.
she is that we hold that resentment against this character so completely because she played it so well.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's me.
And, like, I
eyes
get
kept
her
getting me,
struggle.
like, yep. She
I
played
get
with
her
her,
struggle.
her eye
She was a
intensity
stereotypical
nuts.
younger sibling living in the
Yeah.
older sibling's shadow, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
the older sibling, like Dottie, dulled her shine at every turn
Mm-hmm.
for
Right.
her sister predominantly. And I was just like, at one point, I'm like, somebody just needs to take
Over
the
it.
sister out because
Exactly.
Well, Kit didn't see it that way. I mean,
Poor Dottie.
the whole
He didn't,
the
and
whole
she
exchange,
couldn't.
like
Yeah.
one's a mule, one's a nag.
Yeah.
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 And it's like she couldn't see past being the younger sibling, which
Yeah.
was so
Right.
tragic. And the fact that they had that reunion when they were older, like at the end, really was heartwarming because
Yeah.
they needed that repair because they had they lost
Yeah.
touch.
So I have an
and-
interesting question. Question because in the beginning, where the daughter's bossing older Dottie around,
Yeah.
she mentions
Which is
Aunt
great.
Kit,
Yeah.
and Mel was like, "Is that the first time they've seen each other?" And I was like, "No, I
Yeah,
don't think so.
I think so.
I just don't think they see each other a lot, right?
Well,
'Cause
she
they might
said
live in
that
different
Kit's
sides of the
always
country.
traveling.
Right?
Yeah.
And she
The
has like
kid's never
100
around.
children. Apparently, Kit had
the
100
kids who-
children.
yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
kids recognize Aunt Dottie.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
So
to
they
be
must have,
fair,
they must have met in between there at some point.
it seemed that they were Catholic. That was implied in the movie because they went to church quite a bit. So there was no birth control for Catholics at the time. So yeah, there was a lot of kids.
This probably makes me a
Facts.
horrible person.
Historical
but I was like,
facts.
oh, look, it's the Weasleys. It's the whole Weasley family.
To be fair, Natalie, that's still what they teach in pre-K now.
Yeah. True,
What?
true sad story. True sad
Oh
story.
dear
Yeah.
Christ!
Paul is saying
Look, I'm Catholic and I'm insulted.
the
Jesus,
movie's
Murphy.
line, "There's no crying in baseball," was number 54 of movie quotes by the American Film Institute out of 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
Thanks,
pay,
man.
but we do a show. So
Anytime you want to jump over to These Balls Are Talk.
Fortunately, it's
you're
usually at the
welcome.
same time as this one, though.
Paul, don't leave us.
jeez,
We
I
would be
need Paul
lost
so
without you.
bad.
We would be lost without
I
you.
would like to also mention that pre Madonna getting caught up in her own situation.
Yeah.
Dark hair, skinny,
She's
natural Madonna.
Yeah.
Is beautiful,
Yeah.
and B
Dark
is
hair
a-
Madonna way better than blonde.
is
Oh,
an
yeah.
I thought that the
actual-
whole movie.
Yet
as an actual force.
she's
Madonna's
fabulous,
like
yeah.
Oh, she's a great actor. She always has
wonderful, like
Yeah.
so good in this film.
when I think of Madonna, it's this movie that comes to mind all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh, well,
For
I
some
think she
reason-
did better in Dick Tracy, personally.
I was gonna
But I
say-
haven't seen that since I was a kid.
been.
I
Dick
now have to
Tracy
watch that one
is
again.
such a good movie, and the soundtrack is probably my
Okay,
favorite
let's-
of all time.
I know. I was
I'm
sure
gonna have
it's
to
on
watch
the
that
list,
again.
but maybe we
Is
move it higher on the
Is
list.
Playground from this movie?
Playground. This used to be a Playground. Is from this movie, and it was actually a #1 hit.
Oh,
Nice.
there you go. I don't think I had that in my
For
in my
the
fun fact.
occasional rarity
got your
that I
back,
do
Katie.
karaoke, I always go to Dick Tracy's "Sooner or Later" by Madonna.
Mm.
Nice.
Really?
All right.
Yeah, but
We gotta hear that, Nat.
try
Can we
and
also-
catch me doing karaoke.
Can we also
Good.
mention that Joan Cusack looks so much like her mother and that it's
Oh.
actually
Yeah.
frightening?
Yes.
Well, I mean, when I first told everyone that, I thought it was originally
You said Joan, yeah.
Joan, but
Yeah.
then I was like, I
No.
had to cheat a little bit. I looked at IMDb. It's like, all right, it was actually Ann Cusack, but they do look an awful lot.
The
alike.
Cusacks.
And
yeah, they're
The older Dottie was not played by Geena Davis, which is like this whole mythos around this movie is that everybody believed that it was Geena Davis.
I
in,
thought
like,
it was Geena
I
Davis
thought
in
it
Old
was.
Face.
Yep.
in
It
Old
was
Face,
her voice.
Not.
It
It
was her
was,
voice.
but
That's
it
the
was a
per-
full other actor.
That's the
Cartwright.
perfect
Her
actress
voice.
for that. Holy cow.
So here's a Geena Davis fun fact. Apparently, she was so athletic in this movie that filmmakers had to tone down her baseball skills because she was too good. Like she just nailed it, which
Nice.
again is phenomenal.
Wasn't she like 100 feet tall?
She is really
pretty
tall.
tall.
Yeah.
She is
Tall,
like,
yeah.
she's stupidly beautiful.
yeah.
In this movie, I was like, oh my God. Like
I
they
mean,
don't
they
make
didn't
people
and
like
they
that
didn't have a
anymore.
stunt double when she did that split in the catch. There was no stunt double for that one.
That
That was
scene is
her.
phenomenal.
That's
I
awesome.
love like all of the
She's 6 feet
men's
tall.
reactions. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
she's
I have to say, when in the opening scene, when they're playing like their local baseball, and Kit, she's at bat, and the way her stance, I was like, that is 100%. I'm like, they trained these actors to actually play baseball. I'm like, because I had that stance, and
Oh,
her
yeah.
elbow could have been
They
up
did.
a little more, but I'm like, oh, that foot up. I'm like, yeah, because you got to get ready to go. Like, oh my God.
yeah, they were trained
It was
extensively
so
in baseball
intense.
before filming, so they
Mhm.
all they all
Do we
They
like that
were.
she
It was
finally hit the high
obvious.
stuff? I also like the high
Of
stuff.
course, they were building that up.
I never went
Yeah.
for the high stuff.
Well, Kathy is saying
I
that she
knew my lane.
remembers the frenzy of actresses learning to play baseball in order to get a part in this movie. I think that's fabulous.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Interesting.
I know.
That-
I mean,
That's cool.
baseball's
I
a
have to
hard
say-
sport.
it is a hard sport. yeah.
Nowadays, all the kids are into soccer, but when we were kids,
Yeah, it was
we were all into
baseball.
baseball.
Yeah.
Oh
There
yeah.
was like next to no soccer here,
we
which
did
is
a lot of
crazy to
soccer
think.
in Western New York.
Did you?
Like that's what I mostly played. Yeah, I didn't really get into much baseball. I don't. My brother did t-ball, but I never did. It was
I
soccer,
played
soccer, soccer for
t-ball,
us.
like t-ball from 3 years old, and I stopped at like
I
19.
mean, we had a friend.
Wow, so
we had
you
actually
were
multiple
immediately into
friends, but
baseball. Okay.
we had
Yeah.
a friend on the RPI softball teams. We actually went to see a lot of softball.
That's awesome. We went to, so I'd never played with like an official team. We went to a ton of Expos games, and then we did
Back
neighborhood
when sports was
parties,
accessible.
whatnot, like 2 or 3 times a year, and the whole neighborhood went out for like a neighborhood baseball
Yeah,
game,
the neighborhood,
which is my
neighborhood.
favorite thing. Like one of my favorite memories of just playing
Yeah,
with the
it was
whole
like a block
neighborhood.
party.
Yeah,
We had like the Maplewood Block Party, which is the name of our street that we grew up on. Katie and I literally lived across the street from each other. And yeah, we'd have the baseball game and then we'd have a barbecue after. It was great.
yeah. But the whole like adults, kids, everyone played an entire
That
baseball game.
the
You could answer the real
reunion,
question with that right there.
Yeah.
The reunion, the block party, the
Yeah.
90s baseball game followed by food
Yeah.
was a thing that I don't think people do anymore.
Bring
Because
it
we
back.
did that a lot.
Bring it back. It was the best. I honestly miss that and wish that my kids were growing up in a neighborhood that we could do that. Like we live on just busy enough street. Like our neighborhood was like quiet, cul-de-sac-y, and like literally backed onto
Yeah.
like a park that had a baseball diamond. So it was very easy to do that. I feel like it's a little bit more difficult in the neighborhood I'm in now. Doable, but
Look, and baseball's
harder.
going to be starting up soon. And I love it because like Katie and I lived so close to the baseball diamond that you could hear the crack of the bat
Oh, yeah.
when people are practicing. It's like, so exciting. Still hear it.
You know,
Alright.
Montreal almost got a Major League Baseball team again. The Rays that are from Tampa Bay, they were there was one plan at one point that they were going to split time between Montreal and
I know.
Really? That's a
I know.
long split.
that would have been a
Tampa
lot.
Bay,
I
Montreal.
remember I remember those
But I mean, like,
conversations.
Half of Tampa Bay is from Quebec anyways.
True
Oh,
story.
yeah.
The,
Like
the
there
other
are
half's
actual
from New York.
like there are
That's the
full
Quebec
towns
retirement,
in
zone.
It
Florida
is the Quebec retirement
that like
zone.
speak French. Like there's I forget what the town is called, but there is a town near Tampa that like all the street signs and everything's in French because it's like there's so many
Huh.
snowbirds.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, I don't know if that's a brag to say like Quebec and Florida are super like akin, but whatever.
Seems very different from each other.
Maybe.
No, they're not.
All right.
They're not
I mean,
that different.
Tampa's also New York, so
True.
Yeah, that's true.
And New York and Montreal are similar enough. I feel like there's a
That's
lot
also
of
true.
overlap there. Susan wants to know whether or not the slide injuries were real. She thinks she heard that they were
Oh
real.
God, yes.
Paul will have to fact check us. We
were.
believe yes. Paul will have to let us know.
I mean,
my
so
research said many of the actors ended up bruised and injured during film because they were actually sliding, catching, and playing baseball
That
for real.
one bruise on that woman's leg, I was like,
That
oh
looked
my
legit. I think
that was
Lord.
real.
Like that.
That was
the
real. That was
And
because
there was
they
like
actually
skin
made
missing.
the
Yeah.
they did
Jeez.
make the All-American girls play in essentially the same skirt, and they were just kind of calling back to those injuries did happen, and they happened all the
Brutal.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
obviously.
Because remember, Santa's course. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
I used to play, they would give us the leftover like boys' uniforms, so they were always like ill-fitting. But at least we had pants, like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
the baseball
Yeah.
pants.
So
Who would have thought pants is
yeah,
kind
skin
of
on
important
dirt,
to
skin on
slide
sand and dirt
on
is
sand
not
dirt.
good.
girls play softball with pants on. They do play with full face masks, which I don't necessarily understand, but they play softball
Wait,
in,
even in the
in
field?
baseball uniforms.
They want to protect their
Oh, yeah.
faces.
Oh,
I have to say,
probably
I
smart,
played
honestly.
catcher and shortstop. And when I was catcher, especially when we introduced the aluminum bats in the 90s,
Mhm.
I will never forget. I mean, I kind of forget medical reasons, but like one girl, they were like the bad team where the coach was always
The
like,
bad team.
it's the green team. Oh my God, they were so mean. But anyways,
That sounds like a 90s sports movie, right? there.
it's so thick.
It's always the evil coach team.
Yeah.
It is the evil
bad
coach,
news
and he
Yes.
would like teach the girls to do bad shit, like trip somebody up. And anyways, this one girl threw her bat back at
I
me
know.
when she hit the ball. She threw the bat, knocked me unconscious because bat to the
Wow.
face. Yeah. I
Oh
was
my
actually
God.
out. And then I come
Jeez.
to, and the police are trying to arrest my father because he's beating the shit out of this guy. So,
God.
you
Oh,
know,
that escalated quickly.
well, well, yeah, unconscious his daughter. Like he's not super happy about it.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
What?
Yeah, no, it was wild.
So Nat,
So, yeah,
I also
cages for
caught,
sure.
and I caught through almost to JV in high school. That was the last year that I played.
Yeah.
And so when you have kids on your team that throw very hard, my tip to catchers everywhere: wear your mask, even though you think you'll be fine, because
Yep.
that's why I snore now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had like she threw the bat so hard that I had lines from the
Damn.
mask. Yeah, it was
I mean,
a whole thing. But you know,
At least in baseball, you get the base if you get in the way of the bat.
yeah,
Can't touch the bat,
Can't
Nope.
touch the bat.
even if it's with your head.
yep.
I tried to teach my brother how to play baseball, not being an expert myself by any means, and he baseball batted me like this.
Oh,
I ended up
no.
with
Oh,
2
no.
black eyes and like a very large bump on my nose. I think I
Oof.
was like 11 or 12. I have vivid
So,
memories of
An
it.
interesting question for you guys, and not Mark or I, but for Katie and for Pete, with siblings close in age, the competition between Dottie and Kit, did that resonate with you guys? And maybe tell us a story.
I don't think it did for
Now
I
he's
don't-
nodding.
Nellie's nodding.
I have a younger brother. Yeah, we were very
Oh yeah,
competitive.
Nat has a younger
Yeah.
brother
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It didn't for me.
Oh yeah, we
I
were
will say.
super competitive.
I'm almost 6 years older than my brother, and we basically are very only child syndrome. so no, we're not really competitive with each other. But go ahead.
Pete and
Nat,
Eric were
tell your
competitive. It
story.
was mostly for Pete.
Yeah, we kind of dabbled in different sports most of the time, so we didn't really overlap a whole lot, except for when we played street hockey. That was always fun. But even there, though, it was a different dynamic because I always played goalie and he would always play forward. So, but a lot of times we would be against each other, so we learned each other's moves and tendencies really well. But I do remember one time we got into a fight, and I don't know what happened. Something I did pissed him off a lot, and he started trying to punch me. But for your age gap, when you're like 12 and 8, is a pretty significant difference in size.
Yep.
So I just started like just pretty much holding him at arm's length, and he couldn't hit me. And so he's like trying to swing and trying to punch me, and he goes, "Stop blocking!"
My brother and I.
So we had a good laugh after that.
My brother and I always had this thing where he'd be like, "It's retaliation." I'm like, "Well, no, like you did something to me, and then I retaliated. Now this is vengeance, and we're getting into a whole other realm of
Right.
like you can't escalate it a third time." Oh my god, yeah. But my brother and I we're 3.5 years apart. So we overlapped sports all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would do it.
Yeah. And ball
Uh,
hockey. Though one time one of his friends like full body checked me playing ball hockey, and there's no hitting in ball hockey if you're a gentleman. And
I know you're talking about street hockey, but is this like a Canadian thing, ball hockey, when
Yeah.
you play street hockey?
Yes.
street hockey.
Well, there's
yeah,
two
yeah.
kinds of street hockey. There's usually the
There's
plastic
also
puck and the
organized
ball.
ball hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was with a ball, and we were playing in the
Remember, I
tennis
don't care
courts,
about
which
hockey.
we're not allowed to do. Don't care about hockey. Shush your face.
Which is where's the mute button? We gotta find that mute button.
But yeah,
Pete
the
needs to
one
find one for
time
our show too.
the one
know.
time my brother defended me was when his friend body checked me, and I actually dislocated 2 vertebrae in my neck and puked my guts out. But I
Holy
scored the game-winning goal.
Yeah, but I
All right.
With a dislocated
Yeah,
vertebrae neck.
Nat.
Oh, it
Yay,
snapped
sport
in and out.
ball.
It was like a crack, crack, and it was like a loud enough crack that everybody heard it. And was
Oh
like,
my God.
it was pretty violent. And my brother was like, "I'm gonna murder my friend," which was John
Man.
Romaine, Katie. Are we surprised?
We're not surprised. We're not at
We're
all
not
surprised.
It's on the internet now.
All right, I want to catch up with a couple of awesome comments coming in. So Paul says Geena Davis really does catch a a pop up behind her back. It was supposed to be done by a stunt double, but the double was having double trouble. So Davis gave it a go, and it worked, which I am not surprised
Nice.
by. But is
I believe
incredible.
that.
That just fuels
Again,
that she
they
was
didn't
too
cut
good for this movie.
the camera. Yeah.
Yeah. Kathy
I love
says
her.
She always resonated with the small scene of the black woman tossing the ball. I
That,
thought
Yes!
you know what?
Oh,
That was
yes!
one of my favorite scenes in the
my
whole
God.
movie.
that scene is
It
incredible.
kills me that they didn't bring her into the league.
Yeah.
I thought
I'm
she
like-
was going to join the team. I
So
was
was
like,
I.
oh,
I
wait,
was like-
did I forget about that part?
Keep in mind, this was the 40s.
Oh my
It
god, it
was
doesn't
the
matter.
40s.
It made me so upset seeing that and like her having that arm and then them not bringing her on the team. I'm like,
I
Dottie,
know.
like you
Like, what are
speak
you
up
doing?
for everybody else. What the
So
fuck?
I want to bring up the short-lived series
Seriously.
that was on Amazon
I
Prime
never-
because they remade A League of
Yeah.
Their Own as
Yeah.
a TV series, and they actually
forgot about
had a black female character in there, and she was ultimately going to make the team. So they kind of differed a little bit with that than what the movie did back in the 90s.
That's good.
Mm.
Yeah.
That was a very short-lived series. I felt like they were trying to say stuff without saying stuff a little bit too much with certain
Correct some
things.
things. Yeah. yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I liked it, but certainly not as much as this movie. But that by far was one of my all-time favorite scenes in the movie, is because the woman was like, "That's right, I'm not damn good," when she nodded.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was.
that was cool. Yeah. She's like, here
Deserved.
you go.
Yeah. I do like in its 90s way, it did point out the huge gaps in gender and race of the
Mhm.
time, like
Yeah.
of the 1940s. Like,
Yeah.
and it did
Oh, yeah.
highlight it and bring attention to it. So I at least appreciate that. But
The
yeah, I
men's game was
so pissed she
separated at the
didn't
time
make-
too. The men's game was
So
separated at the
pissed.
time too. They had the
Yeah.
Negro leagues because
Yeah.
Jackie Robinson.
Oh, that's
Yes,
very
that's
good.
true.
John, remember Jackie Robinson, was it 56?
Paul, help us.
I
Fact
forget
check.
the year. I forget the year. Yeah, Paul, where are you, Paul?
Thanks ahead of time, Paul. We know
Poor
you got
Paul.
this.
All right. Well, while Paul's doing that,
Jackie Robinson, 1947.
there you go. 47.
Excuse me.
47.
But that was after World War II.
I beat you, Paul.
Well, now he's never going to come work for you.
Yeah,
Not
don't
even-
insult Paul if you want him in your
Yeah.
life. Come on.
John, you ruined our only chance.
I don't,
This is probably
John's innate competitiveness comes out.
This is probably talking from earlier, but Josh is sharing that he played t-ball in elementary school from grade 2 to grade 4 or 5,
Oh, that's
even from a
awesome.
wheelchair, which is downright impressive.
badass.
So that's
Damn.
incredible.
Respect.
Lots of people talking about their childhood experiences. Yeah, baseball. It's funny. Like I can't sit and watch. Sorry, cover your ears, my bro friends. I cannot sit and listen or watch an entire baseball game anymore on TV. I just cannot. My patience is done. But
It's
I
better to go in
absolutely
person.
love.
It's definitely better to go in person.
I love being
person
there
is
in
great.
person, and I love playing the game. And whether it's this movie or Sandlot or just there is a deep nostalgia tied in the idea of like being a kid, late nights, baseball was just a part of childhood, and I do love that, and probably honestly. Cover your ears, Nat. Probably, honestly, a little bit more than hockey, even though now hockey is part of my kind of Canadian
You're
identity.
officially American now.
But yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
Katie's like, maybe
We're
not.
sorry.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
not.
think she's officially American until she's like nothing but American football.
Yeah, exactly. I
Can I
do
ask
think
a question for the people
we
who grew
forcibly
up with
cheer
baseball?
for the Pats, okay?
When you smell the first night in April that is a little wet and a little cold, and I smell baseball, right?
You smell
and
baseball.
I think there is a specific
smell it
smell that the
coming.
world, no, just like that the world gets around that time you play baseball. That is very nostalgic for me. And like,
Yeah.
they say
I
that
think
smell
that's a
brings
boy
back
thing.
smell. I
I'm
mean, that's a people who play baseball thing. So I
I'm
play
sorry.
baseball.
The world, okay, could I ask? And I know it's a rhetorical question, really, but like you call
Don't
it the
answer.
World Series, okay? Except it's just North America. Call it the World Series,
Well,
just North America.
I swear you
There are
brought this up
some
last time.
international-
Advertising, Nat. It's advertising.
We
Just
are
saying.
the world.
It's a big world.
A big world on one continent.
Other countries are like, hey, we'd like to play, and we're like, nah. It's like,
Nah,
Well,
this
okay,
one's
I mean,
ours.
like I know there,
There are
like
a
Japan
lot of-
has a team.
I was going to
like,
say there are a
know
lot of
there's other
Japanese
teams.
players.
Well, yeah,
in the league,
the
though.
World Baseball Classic was this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
I mean,
which
I'll
is a
tell
little
you,
bit more worldly.
the best
But I-
players in baseball play in Japan, and they play in
Yeah.
like the DR and the Hispanic countries. I mean, we have
Yeah.
good
Oh,
players, but they have better players.
And they all play for the Los Angeles Dodgers, right, John?
They all play for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Always end up on the LA Dodgers.
it always tickles me. And again, I love baseball and I played baseball forever, but I'm like, why is it the World Series when literally it's not?
I don't know. It sounds better than the National Series.
That's
I mean,
true. It does.
Football
I mean, it
It's
wouldn't
really
be
only
national,
international
it would
because
be
of
like-
Toronto.
American football is making its way
Hey.
overseas. We'll get there
and
eventually.
historically
Sort of.
other
And
Montreal.
and historically Montreal,
and
but not
historically
anymore.
Montreal.
You're right. You're right.
Well,
But I mean, I do love the Jays, and it's the only Toronto. No, that's not true. The only Toronto team that I hate is the Leafs, which whatever. Everybody hates the Leafs.
My understanding of the
Yeah,
province,
I also hate the
provinces,
Maple
Nat,
Leafs.
and maybe you can clear this up for me. My understanding of the provinces is that people from Quebec really dislike people from Ontario.
they're awkward. Pause. You're
no,
like,
it's
am I
not-
saying this correctly?
It's not a Quebec thing. It's everybody in Canada hates Toronto.
Yeah, everyone in Canada hates Toronto except for Toronto or people that live in the Toronto area.
Yeah,
That
like
sounds
really,
about
the
right.
only people that like Toronto are like the Asian businessmen tourists. And they're the only ones that go to the
Okay.
hockey games too. Just
growing
saying.
growing up in Buffalo, I did like visiting Toronto once in a while.
Toronto is an awesome city
It's a
to
cool
visit.
city
It's
to
a
check out,
huge,
yeah.
awesome
Pretty
city.
gray.
But it's
Steph and I were just there to see Taylor Swift perform a
yeah.
couple falls
I
ago.
love it. I love it.
It's a pretty gray and cement-like city.
It is.
It's gotten
There-
expensive too, right?
Yeah.
But there's that cool tower that's
the CN
2,000
Tower.
feet tall.
The
just out of
CN
nowhere,
Tower, yeah.
Yeah.
with
The last
pivotal
time I was
scene
in
of
Toronto,
Canadian
we
bacon
stopped
filmed on
by Toronto Second City.
Oh
the,
yeah, that is fun.
Oh yes,
Toronto's
That's a
which was
great-
awesome, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the odd thing about watching stand up in Toronto is there's a lot of jokes that you don't get.
Yeah,
You don't get any
yeah.
of the political
No,
jokes.
I'm
They
in the
talk
wrong
about
place.
the
Oh my God, Canada's a whole other country.
Yeah.
no,
I will
not
say-
even like. See, they had all these. They had Canadian jokes, which obviously I didn't get, but they also had like British province king queen jokes
Yeah.
that I definitely didn't
oh
get.
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
just
'cause we're
like,
part of the Commonwealth.
I'm just like, I don't understand.
I
I
know.
will. I will
There's a
give a
whole
shout out
other
to Second
English
City.
Silly
in the world.
American.
It's the only place outside of Buffalo, which because they're from Ontario, where during the intermission of Second City when we were there, they played the Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And I'm like,
Amazing.
yeah,
Amazing.
all right, I feel like I'm growing, like I'm at home again.
Home.
Home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious. So Daryl says, Nat, why aren't they the leaves? Which I think is phenomenal.
What a great
Uh,
point, Daryl.
Yeah, amazing point, Daryl.
Facts. Don't know.
David says it's
We
hard,
hate them. We don't care enough.
I hear it's hard to park there. It is hard to
You
park
get
there.
charged by the letter, so you know you gotta
by
make
the
this a
letter.
little smaller. I don't know.
Leaves,
Yeah,
the
and
leaves.
we
I
should
don't
have
know.
we should have asked Doc all the Jackie Robinson questions because he knows. He says Jackie actually started with the Montreal Royals in 1946. So again, Canadians
there you go.
were there before the Americans, and he was like 1947. So there's always someone shouting in the
Correction, yes.
comments. I imagine that you're shouting, Doc. I imagine everyone's shouting at us when we.
Doc, I got you. I got you.
It took a little time, but we got there. John was fast to the lookup. Well, I
I have to say, I love about sports that Canada and America, like the US, I'm like, because we're all technically in America. But
All
whatever.
technically America.
Because it's
Waiting
a
for someone to
continent.
say that.
Right.
But
Lest we forget, it's one continent.
Yeah.
it's one continent. But I love that we have this interconnected thing with sports, you know, and it
Yeah.
brings us together, and we play in the same
Except in
leagues.
hockey.
Well, right now I'm really
Where
hoping
you guys want to
Montreal
boo
is
our
winning.
national anthem. Oh.
Only sometimes.
Hey.
we only when you deserve it.
I mean,
We
we
kinda
definitely
deserved it.
deserve
Yeah, we
that.
kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
Hey, we
Yeah.
tried to return the favor in Buffalo when the mic cut out for the singer of the Canadian national
Yes,
anthem
that was
in the Buffalo game.
amazing.
The crowd filled in the song and sang it.
Aww.
It was so sweet. I mean, granted, most of the people there were from
I was gonna say,
Canada,
most
but
of them are basically Canadian, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but every Sabres game they sing the Canadian anthem,
They
so
do.
we know it too.
yeah.
they do. What throws me off is games in the States, they sing the Canadian anthem in just English,
I know, I
but
was gonna
most
say,
people
I
in
don't know
Canada
it in
sing it
English.
in
Sing it in
English and
French,
French. I don't know it in English.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I
I
can sing it
switched, like,
half.
there's certain
yeah.
verses in French and certain verses in English. So Katie
Huh.
and I know it like as bilingual,
Yeah.
but
Does it sound better in French, do you think? I'll need to listen to it in French.
Oh,
not-
everything sounds
it's
better in French.
bilingual. It's
Oh,
French
it's- oh,
and
it
Yeah, we
English.
don't know it
Okay.
all in French,
Yeah.
and we don't know it all in English. We
No,
only
all
know
in
that
English, no.
the
Kinda what I-
half. Yeah.
Yeah, and it
fine.
does sound better multilingual because
I mean, so guys,
Yeah.
we sing
Yeah.
on our show. I think we need to hear it.
what singing? No.
No, not gonna sing, but happy to play it for you at some point.
Just watch a hockey game, John.
There you
Nobody
go.
cares
Well,
about hockey now,
that does
except for a lot of the world.
bring
Except
us
in-
to the near end of the episode. But before I do want to call out my not favorite scene. I don't want to say favorite scene because it filled me with like rage and then like hot, angry tears. But the scene that moved me the
Correct.
most in this
Same.
entire movie
All the feelings.
was the scene where the absolute asshole of a person comes in with the telegram. The postman
Oh, that
jackass
was intense.
guy.
I wanted to punch that kid in the nuts. I was like, just fucking spit it out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
How
that
did he not
scene.
understand the gravity of that situation?
Again, too, right? A very real thing that
Yeah.
happened
yes.
in this time with these women in this situation.
Yeah. And like
All the
I
how
still have
horrific.
we
Like,
my grandmother's brother, her youngest brother, passed during the war, and I still have the telegram.
oh, that's so
Like
Oh,
it's
wow.
still a thing. Like
Oh my
and a
gosh.
metal. It came with a metal. The telegram was wrapped around a box.
I mean,
with
if you
metal in it,
drive
which-
around
Ugh.
Troy, New York, if you
Mhm.
drive around Troy, New York, which is right by where Pete and I are,
Mhm.
there are army photos on almost all of the
It's all the lampposts, right?
all of the lampposts with men that have died in those
Yeah.
wars.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people died.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just and at that
I hope we
point
don't go
in the
back
movie,
there.
I know, same. At that point in the movie, it's just so it was like the perfect point in the film as well because you're just starting to like feel like the team is coming together. They're like Tom
Mhm.
Hanks's character is finally not acting like an asshole and is starting to be like
Right.
approachable, and that whole moment, and even like his taking it and like the slow walk to like which one of them is it. It was
Right.
just you could feel the like trauma and the horror
Mhm.
of that experience. I just thought it was really perfectly done. And again, I'm like in the same way that I was glad they didn't include a romantic scene, I was glad that they included that to remind everyone about like as much as this movie is
It was
about
wartime.
women and baseball, it was also like how horrific that everyone was going through this like
Yeah.
intensely terrible. I mean, baseball players were off to war. Everyone was off to war. Like the weight of all of that on everyone, the people left behind, the
Yeah.
people there was just unimaginable. And I
Did you guys like the callback to Wrigley Field? Because the All-American Girls Baseball League was actually
Harvey
founded
Field.
by Philip Wrigley.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Not a
okay,
random candy guy. It was founded by Philip Wrigley.
Not the Harvey Bar guy.
I don't know what he
Actually,
sold.
Wrigley.
But there was like, I wanted them to do the whole thing in Wrigley Field, and they only did the tryout in Wrigley Field, but they at least mentioned it, which
At
I
least
I
thought
they're
thought
was
they were
into
going to play the games there too.
I
I
did not
have to
catch
say
that.
the
No,
tryout
they
was
didn't.
so real
No.
life. I was like, oh God, flashbacks. I fucking hated tryouts. Dear God. You had like 3 seconds to impress like 10 coaches.
Yeah.
God, it was brutal. And like just that circuit where you're just going from like station to station and doing like all the different, very intense and very realistic.
I was going to say, you probably rarely ever feel more invisible there because you're just trying to do anything to catch their attention.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Especially like at that time for sure. Both like in how you look as well as in how you play, which is
Well, yeah, because I mean, you got hundreds of other people there all doing the same thing. And it's like, how am I going to stand out? Like, how do I make this roster?
yeah.
I was always like, oh God, the green coach is there? Fuck up. Just fuck up, Matt.
Oh, no.
Nobody wanted to be on his team.
I don't want to play
God.
for the evil team.
Nope.
This chat.
There's got to be one, right?
Yes.
This chat is cracking me up. All right, so Paul says, Nat, next week you need to sing the VHS Club theme song in French. Done. I volunteer Nat to do that. I think that's great. Doc wants you to
Doc
say
did send the
bilingual
lyrics.
again. So-
Bilingual.
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 There, Nat says it the best. And then Doc is practicing his French.
Continuois.
With a
Uh,
peanut
In the
emoji?
nuts.
In the nuts. In the nuts. I love
Yeah.
it. Well, what do we?
Nice.
So I rate without anyone else getting a say. So Royal We has already decided what this movie gets as a rating system. But you're all welcome
Katie and I agree.
to chime in. I vote for Nat and for me. But everyone who's watching and all of you, what would you rate this movie? And B, in what? Because we rate in potatoes, but you might want to rate in baseballs, crying face emojis.
Well, we're on your show.
Not
We'll rate in
peaches?
Christian taters.
Peaches. You could rate in
Yeah.
peaches. No rules. Anyone can rate in any. Anyone can rate in
Non-crying
anything.
baseballs. That's what I'm going to rate it at.
Non-crying baseballs. Yeah, exactly.
Jubilant baseballs.
So what do you think? Let's go top to
Baseballs.
bottom. Pete, over to you. What would you rate this one?
I'm really between. Can I do it 4.5?
Yep.
Can I do a half?
We allow halves.
Okay.
We'll cut that baseball and or peach in half.
Because it's almost perfect. It's just watching it now, probably for the first time in 20 years. There are a few parts of it are a little cringy the way it aged,
Yeah.
but for the time that it was made, you got to give it a respect. And
Well, that was a sign of the times too.
Movie.
That was a sign of back then.
Yep.
What do they always say in SNL and Weekend Update? It's the 90s, Colin.
It was the 90s. Yeah, exactly.
So, there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. How about you, Mark?
This is definitely in the top 10 of my all-time favorite movies, so it's gonna
alright.
get 5.
It's gonna
Ow.
get 5. It's gonna be a 5. Over to you, John.
So the cringe definitely resonated, especially, and I say this a lot, especially with the teenage daughter.
I say watching with a teenager. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
But with a teenage daughter,
daughter,
where I
yeah.
see all the really
Mhm.
like weird chauvinistic shit that they still talked about in the 90s.
Do you feel the need to
And
defend it? I always
still
sit
talk
there
about now?
and defend it. Like I say in every
No.
single movie, I'm like, well, that is inappropriate today. Just putting that out there.
I think they already know. That's the thing.
No,
I
I
know,
mean,
but I feel the need to
I
call it
like
out.
to.
Yeah.
Our kids are smart, right?
Yeah.
Our kids
Yeah.
are
They
smart.
are.
I give our kids a lot of leeway in their smartness, and I'm like, Jamie, and for yours, I mean, like, but I'm like, if this feels weird, it is, right? If you don't like a thing, you shouldn't like it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give it a 4
Okay.
because of that,
Okay.
All right. That's
about
fair.
you?
because it was
Nat?
so great, but it was a little weird.
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Nat?
I give it a 5 because I think it's important to remember that female rage.
Yeah.
I think it's an important lesson for people nowadays. Like you should
Mhm.
watch this and feel rage. Like it's some of us are evolving, some of us are not. Those that are not should catch up.
Yep.
And that this movie did definitely make me see red a little bit with some things, because I was like, oh, I don't think anything's fucking changed today. Like, which made me so mad.
Right.
But also it's like I have the privilege of understanding those feelings now and being able to express those feelings now, which wouldn't have happened then. So I think it's pretty awesome.
All right.
I think it's important to see that historical context.
I'm with you on it. Looks ratings coming in from our fans. Doc says 5 crying faces. George goes with 5 baseballs because no crying in baseball, so we're here for it. Kathy 5
Space. Yep.
baseballs. We have a first phrase ever learned in French. Où sont les toilettes? Perfect. I love it. No crying in
Is that
baseball.
when I use the
Baseball.
bathroom?
That is where is the bathroom. Great job. I think my French butchered that a little bit. Nat can correct me later. No,
you did it perfect.
Daryl gives it 5 baseball caps. Perfect. I love it.
There you go.
Josh is abstaining because he's not seen it. Josh, you know the rules. You can rate
You
based
gotta-
on whether or not we convinced you. So that's a fair rating
Right.
system.
How did it sound
How
based
did
on
it
our
sound?
recounting of the movie?
How nostalgic
It
did
was
we
good
make you
baseball.
feel? Yeah.
I have to say,
Absolutely.
like, their series finals, like watching the game in the movie, I'm stressed out and I already know what's gonna happen.
It was
Good. It was
exciting.
just
I've
good
seen this
baseball.
movie 80,000 times. I'm still stressed.
Five.
Sure.
Five.
That's the mark of a good movie right there.
And Paul rounds it off with four sneakers. Excellent rating, everyone. You were all close
So
to
good.
me. I went with, where did my rating system go? This one here. This one. I went with 5.
5.
But I was like, often I will say, like, and I think I can do this live. Like I'm in a 4.5 probably, but I was like 5, 4.5. So somewhere in between there. I think that show's about a
All
half
right.
potato. I can't
I mean,
cut
it
his face in
had
half.
everything.
Yeah, you kind of threw the one Christian Tater over there.
Yeah.
half
Keep
off
in mind,
screen,
the
so it
cringe
worked.
was 1940s cringe, not 1990s.
That is
Right.
true.
Yes.
What
It
happened?
was
I did have to remind
1940s.
myself.
Listen,
this is
it
a
was
90s
90
movie
it-
depicting the 40s, so
It
they
was
were
still
probably
19
exaggerating
It was
a
still
little bit.
1990s cringe because they didn't
was.
they didn't have good women in the beginning of the 90s. I'm
Yeah.
watching a million movies with my teenage
Yeah.
daughter. They
Mhm.
did it very poorly a lot.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry,
it's
guys.
the difference
Sorry,
I think you're bringing
guys.
your
between
biases in this.
Sorry,
It-
guys. Our gender is apologizes.
there is a lot of times
We'll figure
I've
it
been
out
noticing.
eventually, ladies. We're
We
sorry.
won't, but it's okay.
We won't.
It's okay.
Some
We
of us will
support
try.
you learning.
Yes. We appreciate that
We'll
you
keep
notice
trying.
and care. That's what matters.
I've noticed in rewatching old stuff, I'm like, oh, this was definitely written by a man.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that I could tell the difference now. I'm like, oh boy.
This
Like,
one
okay,
was
there's a learning
not,
curve.
so,
And it's happening.
so there is that.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was obvious that this was directed and written by a woman. So
Mhm.
Well, it wasn't directed by. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. It was directed by a woman. I'm sorry.
It was
I thought you said it wasn't for a second.
there was the other Marshall was in the movie.
Yeah, her father was Walter Harvey. That's right.
She also
One on Harvey
directed Big, I think was her other claim to fame.
I
Penny
don't know
Marshall.
if that would be a good rewatch.
I don't know either. There are some that I'm kind
Yeah, I
of
don't
scared
think
to
that would be a good
rewatch because they
rewatch.
might like skew
Yeah.
my childhood opinion of them.
I
Yeah.
feel like there's a romantic relationship with a child and
Yep.
an adult body. I'm
Yep.
like, I don't know, dude.
It's got a lot
can't
of
do that.
landmines. A lot of landmines.
Hey,
in
the
it.
80s were very experimental.
I
Like,
want to ask you
really,
guys.
think about Back to the Future for a minute. And
Yeah,
just
we did do
how
Back
weird
to the
that
Future,
is.
and that
Yeah.
one had some moments. Yeah.
I think I have a very good question since we're close to the end for
Yeah.
your fans.
Sure.
What sports movie should the ladies watch next?
I know. Yeah. When we bring the guys back on, which we 100% will do. What's the next sports movie? We have done, although we could redo.
We do one I haven't seen yet.
Ooh, excellent question. Which
Pete, I got-
haven't you seen?
I
Pete,
have-
I
have
got
one, but it's
you.
another
I
baseball
shortened my
movie.
list.
What's the one with Keanu? The Replacements?
The
Ah,
Replacements. Yeah, I haven't
yeah.
seen that one. Yes, we
All right.
You
talked
haven't
about
seen
it
the
last
replacements,
time.
Peter?
I'm like,
I
I just
haven't.
want to see Keanu, but
Goodness.
we could
No.
add
He was
football
young
into it.
Keanu in that one.
I know
Replacements.
football.
That's a good one. I kind of
That
want to do
movie,
Cutting
man.
Edge, but
That
that's
was
just
between
me.
Bill and Ted and Matrix.
Wow.
Cutting Edge would be good.
Cutting Edge would be
Slapshot would
good.
be kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would Slapshot be super inappropriate now? Probably.
Is Men with
Blue
Brooms?
Chips was one of my favorite.
Is that one
Blue-
within our era, Nat? I think that's early 2000s. That might technically
Which
count.
one?
Men with Brooms.
the replacement?
No.
Oh.
Replacements.
Mm.
Men with Brooms. Do
The
you guys
replacements
remember?
is not.
I
Do you
don't.
guys remember when Katie and I brought Men with Brooms on DVD down to the fraternity
No.
and made
I don't
you
remember
guys
that movie.
watch it? I don't remember who we made watch it. They're like, okay, it's actually funny.
It
But
is
like,
actually-
Jesus,
so
you guys-
Canadian.
You guys need to watch Cool Runnings.
Cool
Do
Runnings.
it.
We
is
do
one.
love
Runnings
Cool
next.
Runnings.
Oh, John Candy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, we do love
Votes
John
for The Rookie.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's a good one.
North Dallas 40. I don't know that one. Is that a movie?
Yes.
Jerry Maguire.
Right. Forgive my ignorance. Yeah, people had been Jerry Maguire, Field of Dreams.
I was
is
gonna
Yeah.
say Field of
Hell yeah,
on
Dreams.
the
Field of
list.
Dreams.
Kathy and I always have the same taste in movies. I love it.
Daryl is reminding us of the toe pick.
Yes.
We will have to watch that one at some point. White Man Can't Jump. Doc keeps trying to make me
Oh, that's a good one.
say that I'm being racist, and I'm not being racist this episode, Doc. So I'm ignoring you. I'm ignoring you.
I like White Man Can Jump a lot. I really was that.
I do
I like that
too.
movie a ton.
A young
That
Woody
was 92.
Harrelson and Wesley Snipes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes at his peak.
I'm like, I feel like Wesley
he went
For all
Snipes.
the tax evasion.
For all the
Wesley
tax
Snipes
evasion.
is just Blade, and I can't get him out of that
Yeah.
in my head.
It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
Blade
Blade.
for me too.
To be honest, this movie's pretty Blade adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Necessary Roughness. That's a great one. That's a good
There's
one.
no
Any given
vampires in
Sunday?
White Men Can't Jump.
Another vote for Caddyshack. There's so many. You guys will be back on in time.
Caddyshack. That's super
Caddyshack.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
Wildcats.
That was like a unique.
Any Given Sunday. There's a
Oh,
Oh,
even
that was
more
a good
inappropriate.
one. I will never forget in that movie the guy's
Ooh-wah.
eye coming out of his head.
I don't
Yes.
remember
Oh,
seeing
God.
that one. I'm sure I probably have, but I
Which
know
one?
it,
Any
but
Given
any
Sunday?
given Sunday.
Any
but
Given Sunday is
I must
Pacino,
have.
I'm pretty sure I
And
saw
Cameron
one of them.
Fox,
Cameron
Can't
Diaz?
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz, and Jamie Foxx.
Val, we know you never saw Blade. We know you.
It's so good.
Val, what sports movie have you seen?
okay.
We will review that one.
Wait, what about Xanadu? Wasn't there roller skating in Xanadu? Is that a sports
we're not gonna
movie?
pretend Xanadu is a sports movie. That's not happening. That's not happening. All right, we've gotten to the side quest part of the evening. It's time to wrap this stuff up. All right, well, if folks don't know who you are now that they've spent a ton of time with you, why don't one of you give us a little blurb on your podcast and where can people check it out and listen to it?
I guess that'll be me. I mean, so we are, you guys can find us on YouTube at If These Balls Pod. Unfortunately, we actually do broadcast the same time
Don't
as
watch
the
the show.
VHS Club.
But we record it.
We do record it. You can watch us later, and you can find us on all the socials at If These Balls Pod as well. We generally, now it's generally a sports podcast, but we talk about all sorts of stuff. We talk about technology, we talk about movies, music,
pop culture,
and we have guests on all the time. And we do, and that's one reason why we have so many. A wide variety of topics is because we try to talk about stuff that we know our guests can talk about. So it really is more than just sports, but we also have some little gimmicks. If you saw the wheel that we have here, Pete is a Buffalo Sabres fan. He usually does a segment for either power rankings but this time he also does a Sabres report.
Oh yeah, we got to do that here.
Sounds like it's not going to last much longer because congrats, Nat. You guys are up 3-2. The playoff beard's getting scraggly, but it might be almost done. I don't know.
Go Habs, go.
A smart lady once told me, it's Kate, that people like podcasts because they're personal. And I think one of the things that we have that Katie and Nat have is that we have known each other forever and we really like each other.
Actual friends.
Yes. We try to
friends.
We try to give our listeners the experience of shooting the shit in the room with us.
Yes,
exactly.
It is the best experience. Well, lots of praise from the crew here. Thanks so much for hanging out. We had a full studio audience. Every seat was taken in the room, so we enjoy getting to hang out with everyone. I didn't do the Sabres report. Do you want to do the Sabres report, Pete, or are you too sad
fine.
now?
No, because they lost.
I'm too
Pete's
sad now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do you want to play Pete's?
Okay.
You want to play Pete's bump?
Yeah,
I'm
going to play it.
It's fine.
No, I'm going to play it. Are you all ready? Are you ready?
Sure.
Are you ready?
Sabres report.
It's pretty awesome.
They lost.
The report is they lost. End of report.
Natalie is super happy. I want to feel bad for Pete, but I just can't muster it. I'm sorry.
Hey, you got to cheer for your team. I get it.
I know.
That's
all right,
funny. I want to feel bad, but I don't.
For the Habs.
Hey, it's not over yet.
I know. But, small wins. Usually at this point in the season,
probably
I've
over.
given up on the Habs, so I'm here for it.
Okay.
It's a good team, a young team. Jesus Christ.
Both teams are. They're set up for a long time, I hope.
I
got to say, it was super exciting to see Buffalo just come to life as a hockey town again.
Yeah.
But then we got into the Montreal games. And I'm like, holy shit, that's a hockey town. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely
We go a
understand
little above and beyond in Montreal. Like people who don't watch sports, like my brother's mother-in-law is like, how can I watch the hockey game? And she never watched hockey in her life, but she's like, Andrew, can you set up the stream so I could watch it?
It's funny.
It's insane how people get into it. And when you come into the stadium for a game, whether it's an away game or a home game, we've sold out thousands of dollar ticket seats for away games. So everybody's just there live watching it on screen.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
they spent $6,000 on tickets.
Oh
It's
my gosh, yeah.
insane.
And Buffalo, we have this thing we call Party in the Plaza where, because the arena only has 20,000 seats. So another 10,000 plus people just party in this giant plaza with this big screen TV watching the game.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Only Buffalo does this. And then they pan over to
No,
Montreal.
we have
it's
the
like,
outdoor
they do that too. Yep, Montreal does that too.
We have it all over the city. The
nothing
police are
unique
kind
about
of
it.
there, but the police being there is just sort of symbolic.
Oh yeah, no, well they're all
just
watching
for
the
crowd
game too.
control.
Yeah,
Yeah, they really are.
Yep.
It's a fun experience, and the Habs, I have to say, are an international brand. There's been a lot in branding, and people. I remember traveling last time we were in the playoffs like this. no, not the last time. In 2010, when we were in the playoffs like this, my brother and I were in Australia, and we were at a bar one night, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are from Canada? You want to watch the Habs game tomorrow morning? We'll open the bar at 7 a.m." And we're like, "We just won't leave. Like, okay, we're here. We're sat. We will watch."
Oh, man.
And the bar filled up at 7 a.m. to watch the hockey game in Australia. Like,
Lovely.
Huh.
because people are like, "Oh yeah, the Habs." I'm like, "Okay, wow. I didn't realize it was such a thing, but it is." So we're lucky. We're very lucky.
Well, very important question coming in for you, Pete. In Buffalo, do they just call them wings?
Yes. Yep. Yep. And,
You know, in
Oh,
Montreal.
wait. And it's oh wow, now it's chicken finger subs as well. There's no buffalo chicken sub. It's just a chicken finger sub.
Chicken finger sub. Okay. All
At
right.
least that's what I grew
Montreal,
up
we
with.
took
it.
the buffalo off all of the things,
Yeah.
all of the menus,
Yeah.
all of the restaurants.
It
We're
just
just like,
is.
yeah, let's do that.
Oh, that's
And you
awesome.
assume any kind of breaded chicken is going to be doused in a giant bucket of hot sauce.
Oh, perfect. This is
of
my...
whatever bar or establishment's like custom recipe is. You know,
I have
it will be
had
dunked
wings
in that.
in Buffalo, and I will say they were delicious. So it
mean,
was
I
a
mean,
good experience.
I love
Barbill,
buffalo
wing nuts,
wings.
the couple good ones out there. Shout out to Man Moser's, my local stop there. Anyone that's had that knows me has probably tried that sauce and burned their mouth out while being, "This is delicious."
This is so good. I can't feel my tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for joining, and we will definitely have
Thanks
to
for
have you
having us.
back
you.
again. Thanks for giving up your recording night and letting us take over. I think it's been a lot of fun.
Mark and I
Gladly.
really enjoyed the prep break.
Good.
To be
There
Oh
you
my God,
honest.
this
go.
is like a vacation
I-
for us.
There you go.
Thanks, Katie. I didn't have to do anything.
Perfect. You're so welcome.
Pete, you still have to record power rankings.
Yes.
All right,
There you go.
fine.
You have more to do. There's always
Okay.
more to do. And for all of the folks that are still left, next week, Nat and I have a guest on. We're going to be talking about Enter the Dragon. I think I said that right. I'm trying to remember
Ooh.
at 10
You did.
30. Yes. All right. We're good. Enter the Dragon, which I don't think I've seen, but who's to know? Who's to know if I've seen it or
It's a
not?
good
You might
movie.
have.
Nat has definitely seen it, and it should be a fun evening. And then who knows what's next? Probably Spaceballs. That I feel like that's been on
Has
our
Valerie
list.
seen it though?
Nice.
I know Val has not seen it, but you know what? She did suggest.
Well, you have to prep for Spaceballs too.
Exactly. We're
That's
very
the
excited
plan.
for it.
Val
Not
said,
to search for
Rick
more money.
Moranis is back.
What did
Yep.
she
Yes,
say?
that
Mel
is
Brooks-
huge.
I'm just happy that Mel Brooks cleared it up. He said it's not called The Search for More Money because he found the money. It was in his basement.
I
the
love.
best.
It's like everybody kept asking me, "When are you doing the next one?" So it's
Yeah.
Spaceballs the next one.
Yes, exactly.
The new one.
Exactly. I don't know
Oh
if Val
my
has seen
God.
Spaceballs, but she has seen Remember the Titans, so that one will have to be on. That one will have to be
Oh,
on
that's
our
a
list.
good one.
Good one. That's a
too.
good sports movie.
That's
Yeah.
a
Got
good
you, Val.
sports movie.
Yes, and Doc and Daryl are excited for Enter the Dragon. It should be a really good one, so I'm excited. I'm
Awesome.
excited. Well, thank you so much, and we will see you all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Unless you're overwatching If These Balls Would Talk, which we can't judge you for. You could do that. We're still friends. we're all still
Listen to us
friends.
later.
Listen to us later. We'll catch you on replay. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, friends.
Night.
Take care.
Katie Nat.